I'm Kasha.
I'm Robert.
I'm Virginia.
I'm Rain. I'm Kasha.
Although you've just been introduced to us by name, this information is not enough to know us. For example, the identifier Virginia isn't enough to tell you she likes to cook banana bread and run half marathons. Or the moniker Brian isn't enough to let you know he owns a lock-picking kit and several power cookers. Identity is notoriously hard to pin down. The Waste Places by James Stevenson is a poem that deals with the theme of identity. As a naked man I go, through the desert sore afraid, holding up my head although I'm frightened as a maid. The crouching lion there I saw, from the barren rocks lift up his eye. He parts the cactus with his paw, he stares at me as I go by. In the night he rises in, he stretches forth, he snuffs the air, he roars and leaps along the sand. He creeps and watches everywhere. His burning eyes, his eyes of bale, through the darkness I can see, he lashes fiercely with his tail. I must walk that desert land until I can dare to call the lion out to lick my hand. As a naked man I tread the gloomy forest ring on ring, and my heart is more afraid than a maiden's heart would be. Every day I have to run underneath that demon tree, while I shrink in agony. There the demon held a maid in his arms, and as she, daft, screamed again in fear, he laid his lips upon her lips and laughed, and she beckoned me to run. I must tread that gloomy way until I shall dare to run and bear the demon with his prey from the forest to the sun.
Within the poem, the man deals with both inner and outer conflict. He is pursued by a dangerous lion and afflicted with a lecherous demon. At the same time, he is trying to figure out his own identity. He seems confused. He states he is many things at once. I am the lion in his lair, I am the fear that frightens me, I am the desert of despair, and the nights of agony. The man is also indecisive, watching as an observer rather than participating in his own life. Throughout the story, he tries to motivate himself to act, but never does.
The Waste Places contains many metaphors. In fact, the entire poem can be seen as a metaphor that illustrates the struggle of identity. James Stephen uses an A-B-A-B-C-D-C-D rhyme scheme and trochaic meter. A trochaic meter is a beat that has a stressed syllable followed by an unstressed syllable. The vocabulary and syntax is fairly basic as to not take away from the plot of the play.